Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In my most recent vlog I said about how I realised that I've been doing videos on here, albeit not consistently, for just over a year now. I think my first one was August last year of my family holiday away, and in that time I've never done a video, like a get to know me video. I do feel like throughout my vlogs you probably do get to know me anyway, just because you see what I do, you know what I like, that kind of thing. But I still feel like I should have just done like an introduction video, and I never did. So I'm coming to you a year and a bit later with that video. I basically looked up on my phone, I'm on this website where it's good get to know you questions, and I just thought I'd go through some of them. I haven't actually picked out what ones I'm going to do, so bear with me on that. But yeah, just thought I'd do a little get to know me video so you guys actually know who you're watching, basically. I feel like the basics are good. This isn't, I don't want to do this as a question because I feel like it's just a bit basic. But in case you don't know, you probably do, considering it is my channel name. But my name is Lily. I am 22 years old, which is still baffling to me that I'm 22. Like, it just, I don't know. I still feel like an 18-year-old, to be quite honest. I'm glad I'm not, but like I am now at like more than a year out of uni, and I still feel like I should be in like second year. So it's just all very strange. But yeah, 22, born in May. So I've only got about just over half a year till I'm 23, which sounds even scarier. Yeah, born in May, I'm a May baby. I feel like me being a May baby is very fitting. Like I feel like I should be a May baby. And I also have a middle name May, but it's spelt differently. So obviously the month is M-A-Y, my middle name is M-A-E. But I feel like when you hear Lily May, I feel like a lot of people think it's like a joint first name thing. It's not. My first name's Lily, my second name is May. And it's all very connected because May's birth flower is a lily of the valley. So my name's Lily, I'm born in May, my middle name's May, and May's birth flower is lily of the valley. So it's all very joined, and I love it. And I really want to get a tattoo, like a fine line tattoo of a lily of the valley flower. What else is basics? I live in Norfolk, about half an hour from Norwich. I actually quite like Norwich. It's not too big and it's not too like modern, if that makes sense. Like it's quite quaint and cute. I feel like that's the basics. Job wise, I mean, I got a job pretty much straight out of uni. Well, not straight, I finished uni in about June, July, and I started my job in September. I am a CRM executive for the Cotswold company, so I do a lot of just like emails, journeys, direct mail, that kind of thing. I love it. It's really great. I get to work from home, which is always a bonus, and we sell really lovely furniture, and one of my things is that I love interiors and homeware. So the fact that I get to work for an interiors homeware brand is great. But that's my basics. That's like my basic get to know me overview. I also have 2 dogs. Is that another basic kind of? I have 2 dogs. I feel like you've seen my dogs. I have my 5, nearly 6-year-old golden retriever called Huxley, and then my 1-year-old golden doodle Winston, who's my little baby, although he's huge, and I love them, and they're just really cute and fluffy, and hence why I probably show them so much, because I just love them. I have 1 brother. We have a very small family. My mum and dad, and I have a brother. He's 25, I think. Yes, he's 25. Very small family. I only have 1 cousin, 1 uncle, 1 set of grandparents. So yeah, we're very small, and my cousin and my uncle live in France, so we don't really see them that often anyway. So very small, close-knit family. I'll pick these out. So number 1, what are your hobbies? I am glad this question has come up now because I have been getting into my hobbies recently. So what are my hobbies? Gym. Gym is number 1 hobby. I love the gym. I know, is gym a hobby? I guess it is a hobby. I love the gym. I go 4 times a week. I do a pull session, a push session, a glutes and hamstring session, and a glutes and quad session. They're my 4 sessions. If I fancy doing a 5th, I'll do like a cardio and abs day. But they're my main 4 that I do. I didn't used to be a gym person, but my friend Evie, who I've lived with all throughout uni, was a gym girl, and she has her own coaching business and she's amazing, and I got into the gym by going with her basically in uni, and it just makes me feel great. Obviously it helps with aesthetics. You can look a certain way, you can build a certain body, but it also just is really great for your mental health. It gets me out of the house. Obviously, like I say, I work from home, so I'm in the house quite a lot, so it gets me out of the house in the morning, so that's great. Kind of leading on from that, I also love walking. I walk the dogs with my dad most days. I love a beach walk. Do family holidays to either the Lake District or the Peak District. We're going to Yorkshire next year actually, the Yorkshire Dales, so that should be nice. But I also, yeah, love walking, like going to these places, because Norfolk's very flat. Like everywhere here, Norfolk, Suffolk, we're flat. We have no hills. So I just love going up to the peaks or the lakes or anywhere in that area for a good walk. So yes, walking, love that. Making videos, I love making videos. I don't know why, not that many people see them, but I really enjoy it. I like editing them, I like filming them, and I like the fact that I can watch them back and see what I was doing this time however long ago. I also like reading. Sorry, this is a massive list of hobbies. Love reading. I'm not very quick at reading, I must admit. I'm quite a slow reader, especially I've got this giant chunk of a book back here. This is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, the second book to Fourth Wing. Great series, but it's a chunk of a book, so that's taken me quite a while. I also love cooking and baking, specifically more baking because I'm still learning to cook, so it's taken me quite a while to do the cooking part, but I enjoy cooking. Baking I'm okay at, to be fair, not to toot my own horn, but I'm quite good at baking. So them two, love. And my most recent hobby that I'm taking up is gardening. Now I know you may think, Lily, you're a 22-year-old, you shouldn't be gardening at your age. I am. I've taken up gardening. My dad basically has 2 allotments near, literally 2 minutes up the road from us, and I've decided I want to get into flowers because I love flowers. And my grandma is like this renowned flower arranger. She's won like all these awards, so I thought I've got to keep the legacy going here. So I've taken it on myself to become the legacy keeper. I actually yesterday spent £100 on bulbs, and that is not something as a 22-year-old I thought I'd be spending my money on, but £100 on bulbs, and I'm very excited. I've got a variety of tulips, some daffodils, I don't know what else I've got, can't remember, but yeah. So I'm going to be planting those up. I always have business ideas, I feel like, and I never go through with them. One of the things I want to do is grow my own flowers, have like a big flower farm, and offer subscription service boxes of flowers. And that's like the dream. So this is me being proactive and acting on that. Not that I'm going to have loads of flowers to sell yet, because I only have a small allotment, but still. Yeah, sorry, that was a really long hobby section, but they're my hobbies. Do I collect anything? No. Number 2, we'll do this one. What is on your bucket list? I have 2 main things. Well, I say things, places I want to go to. Three. I would love to go to New Zealand. I don't really travel. I'm not a traveller, really. I've gone to Paris, I've been to Barcelona, I've been to Lisbon, been to New York, but apart from that we do a lot of like UK staycations. Like I love, like I said, peaks, lakes, love Cornwall, all that kind of thing. But there is 3 places I want to go. I would love to go to New Zealand. I know everyone talks about Australia, and if the chance was there I would probably go to Australia too, but New Zealand is a big one. I just love greenery. New Zealand is a very lush green place, and the scenery and the landscapes and everything there just look unbelievable. So number 1 bucket list, New Zealand. Number 2 bucket list, Canada. I love the look of Canada so much. My granddad, who's no longer with us on my mum's side, he actually spent quite a bit of time in Canada when he was younger, and I don't know if that makes me want to go. I mean, it also again looks gorgeous. I keep seeing videos of Banff and it's just insane. So Canada I would love to do, and I know that my mum would also love to do Canada, and I think my dad as well. So I do think we are planning a little trip to Canada at some point soon, which makes me very happy, because that is one thing I would absolutely love to take off my list because it's just gorgeous. And then kind of following on from that, I would love to do just like an American road trip. I don't know what coast, I haven't really looked into it. I just watch so many Americans, whether that's on like YouTube or like TV channels, and like the TV shows I grew up watching are so American, and I just would really love to. And they have all the national parks, and don't get me wrong, I think the UK has stunning scenery, but America just has different, like they have so like such variety of landscapes that I'm obsessed. I really want to go there. And actually I'll throw another fourth little one in there, is I want to do the NC 500, the road trip around Scotland, because Scotland and like Ireland again, I'd like to go, is again gorgeous. I'm a big scenery, landscape, greenery, nature person. I just love being outside basically, and I feel like I don't get out enough actually, to be fair, around here, just because I feel like it's your home so you don't really think too much about it. But I mean they are kind of all travel based. Bucket list, I guess, the flower business, that's my bucket list. I would love to do that. Yeah, that's my bucket list. What skill would you most like to learn? This is a big one. I really want to learn piano. I just think it's so impressive, like when people just sit down and play anything. So impressive, and I feel like it's quite therapeutic, and I just would love to learn. Annoyingly, we used to have a piano in our hallway and we got rid of it, but that would have been like the perfect opportunity, although it needed like retuning desperately. But yeah, I'd love to learn the piano. I just think it's a very cool hobby to have. What does your average weekend look like? Pretty boring, to be quite honest. Walking, we go on lots of walks on the weekends. Probably going out for food. On every Saturday, to be fair, we do go to a cafe in a town near us called Old School Cafe, and they do the best cinnamon buns ever. I always go every Saturday morning. Mum and Dad always go. Lewis sometimes joins. Lewis is my boyfriend, if you didn't know. My brother sometimes joins. He's called Harvey. And we, yeah, just go old school every Saturday. I always get a cinnamon bun and an elderflower presse. That's my order. We also like to go to the beach. There's a beach near us called there's a town called Southwood, and they have a beach, and it's just gorgeous, and the town is gorgeous, and the beach is gorgeous, and everything about it is gorgeous. So we like to do that as well occasionally. And I love to swim. If the weather's warmer, I would like to get into cold water swimming, but I haven't quite braved it yet. But maybe if you asked me this question in a few months, cold water swimming might be in there. Who knows how I'll get on with that. What do I enjoy spending money on? I enjoy spending money on lots of things. I am quite a spender, I must admit. I do try and save. Clothes, main thing. I've actually got quite a big wish list of clothes that I want, but I'm stopping myself from buying them. I actually got this jumper the other day because I needed a white jumper. I did not have a white jumper, so I feel like that was justified. And there's these linen trousers that I really want from M&S, and I saw some lovely pyjamas on M&S as well. But clothes, big one. Homeware, another big one. I love homeware and interiors, and I don't own my own house, but if I see some homeware that I love, I buy it to have in my house whenever I get one. I have a box upstairs of a whole plate set. I have mugs, I have glasses, I have some reed diffuse. I just like to buy it even though I don't have the house. You know what, one thing I don't like spending my money on is makeup and skincare. I still do spend my money on it, don't get me wrong, but I don't enjoy it. I'm kind of like, oh well, I kind of wish I was spending my money on something else. But I love the makeup and skincare that I have, and I've got like a good routine with it, so if I run out of something I normally just obviously buy it again. Candles, I also love buying candles. And flowers. I like to spend my money on a lot of things. What is the strangest food combination you enjoy? We're really pulling out the weird questions here. Now I feel like I've said this to people before and they're like, well, what on earth? Mango chutney and salmon, great combination. Like if you're cooking like a salmon fillet, put a bit of mango chutney on the top, gorgeous. Just adds a bit of sweetness and it's just delightful. What shows am I watching at the minute? Now, I have grown an unhealthy obsession with Kit Connor, and I've been watching Heartstopper. Well, I mean, I was watching Heartstopper and then I grew an obsession with Kit Connor. He's gorgeous, and I found out he's younger than me, which has kind of made me feel a bit strange because he looks like a full-on gorgeous man and he's 20 years old. So yeah, I feel a bit odd about the fact that I have like a big celebrity crush on someone who's 2 years younger than me. But still, Heartstopper I've been watching. Love Heartstopper. It just makes you feel great. It's just such a good show. Very important show as well. Yeah, I've been loving that. I'm currently watching, and I'm really late to the party on this, I'm currently watching One Day. I think I'm on episode 10 and I didn't watch it when it obviously first came out, but again, I'm obsessed with that. There's just something about that kind of vibe that I love. It's sort of a similar vibe to About Time, I guess. Just that kind of thing I love so much. What else? Selling Sunset, that's a big one. Me and my mum are obsessed with Selling Sunset. Can watch it in probably about a day every single time the seasons come out. So Selling Sunset's a big one. Makes me want to become a real estate agent every single time. But then I remember that I would not be selling the kind of houses that they sell. They're I think my main ones at the minute. And I also just love YouTube. Zoe Sugg, Megan Grubb, Mark Ferris, Mary Skinner, love them all. Sophie Murray. So YouTube is a big one that I love. Have I ever met a celebrity? I have. Well, I don't know if you'd call them a celebrity. I've met Joe Sugg. I guess he's a celebrity. He went on Strictly. Ah, that's another show I'm loving watching. Strictly and Bake Off. This is the time of year where BBC / Channel 4 ITV TV gets great. So another to add to the last question. Strictly Come Dancing and Great British Bake Off. Comfort shows. But yeah, I've met Joe Sugg. I don't know if you'd call him a celebrity, but I've met him and he was lovely. Favourite films, that kind of ties into the TV programmes. Favourite films, I mean I just said it, but About Time, obsessed with About Time. Obsessed with La La Land. Love La La Land so much. I am a secret fan of Harry Potter, a major fan. I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I think I've mentioned this before on here. I'm not in your face love Harry Potter, but I'm very much listen to Stephen Fry reading it every night. Watch the films multiple times. I'm going to the studio tour in December for like the 6th time, potentially 5th time. No, not that many, 4th time. I've got a little Harry Potter up on my shelf over there. I have quite a few Harry Potter like big manual books, so big Harry Potter stan. I also love all the Marvel films so much. Love Rosie, that's a good one. I feel like all my films are going out of my brain now. Anyway, that's the gist of my go-tos. Anything that like that kind of thing I love. What's your guilty pleasure? Harry Potter. In fact, that just leads straight on. My guilty pleasure is Harry Potter. And I also just sometimes love a custard donut. Love a custard donut. Don't really know if that's my guilty pleasure, but sometimes that's my I'm gonna get a custard donut sort of thing. I don't know if you'd class that as a guilty pleasure, but Harry Potter and custard donuts. Do you have a significant other? Lewis, my boyfriend. I was talking to him from about year 9. We were gonna get together year 11, and then I kind of was getting stressed about my GCSEs, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, sorry. But then we started talking again after GCSEs, got together, broke up I think 2nd year of A-levels, got together before I went to uni, and have been together ever since. So yeah, I guess he is my significant other. Do I have kids? No. What kind of elderly person do you want to be? I want to be a cool old lady who has at least 2 dogs, and I want to live in Southwold, the place with the beach that I said about that we love. I want to live in Southwold, and I want to swim in the sea every morning with a bunch of other cool old ladies. I want to be a bit wacky. I want to be the kind of old lady who, I don't know, wants to like ground herself and just gonna go stand in her garden barefoot. But I also want to be kind of classy. I want to be like the cool, classy grandma that does sea swims and does all these kind of crazy nature things that's gonna like make her live longer, but also still like makes trips to the Ritz for afternoon tea. Like that's the kind of old lady I want to be. And I want my grandkids to love me. I want to be like the cool grandma in a lovely house, Georgian Victorian house, really lovely interiors, bakes on the weekends, always has like fresh scones. She would be a cool lady. That's who I want to be. What's your favourite season? Love this question. It's the current season we are in. It's autumn. I love autumn. I love winter, but only up until New Year's Day, and then I don't like winter. I feel like once it hits New Year's Day, I'm like, that's it, I want spring. I don't like the January, February parts of winter. I like the build up to Christmas part of winter. But yeah, autumn is my all-time favourite. The air hits different in autumn. It's fresh, it's crisp, it's delicious. Honestly, I just wake up every morning, open my window, just inhale, because it's just so good. And the crisp leaves, and you've got Halloween, you've got coziness, you've got Gilmore Girls, you've got hot chocolate, you've got being able to just lay about all day if you want. You got candles. Autumn candles are the best. You got brisk dog walks, just everything. Everything is the best. I love it. I also love spring. I also love summer, don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a cozy person. So yeah, autumn 100%. What's your favourite song? I don't have a favourite song. Obviously love Harry Styles, but then I feel like this season I'm like, I enjoy Noah Khan. Sorry if I look like I've changed angle. My camera just stopped recording. I think I was talking about Ed Sheeran. Love Ed Sheeran. There's something about Ed Sheeran that I'm just obsessed with. I don't know if it's just because he's like around from where I am, but I think he's just very down to earth and his songs just bring me joy. I'm gonna do 3 more maybe. I feel like this have been such a random bunch of questions, but I feel like you've got to know me through them. If given the opportunity, what book would you write? I've got 2, so I would like to do a cookbook. And I'd also like to write a children's book, and I'm not a writer at all. I'm not one with words, to be quite honest. I would like to write a children's book and have the illustrations as, you know, all like the old books that we used to have when we were younger, that were like little mice, but they had their own little house in like a tree. You'd get all the images of like little mice tucked up in bed in their tree or in their house. I don't know if this can make sense. I'll put some pictures up on the screen of what I mean. I would just like to write a really cozy little like autumn children's book about some characters that live in a little house. I don't know what the aim of the story would be, but that's what I want to do. And yeah, I'd also like to write a cookbook. I mean, I don't have any of my own ideas. I just use other people's recipes, but a cookbook would be a very cool thing to have. Baking and cooking, a bit of a mixture. Favourite kind of cuisine? I think it's got to be Italian. I love pizza, although I am gluten-free and dairy-free, but I love pizza. And you can get really good gluten-free pizzas these days. Like when I get pizza, I tend to get a gluten-free base, no cheese, so have it like a marinara and then just have lots of toppings. Love pasta. You can get gluten-free pasta, that's really good, so love pasta. But then if we're talking like what kind of thing am I getting for a takeaway, most likely a little bit of Chinese, because I just crave Chinese all the time. I think if it was the thing that I craved the most, it'd be Chinese, but I do think Italian. If I had to pick just one, it'd be Italian. Favourite colour? That's a nice little basic one, but I like it. Navy or blue. Any kind of blues I just love. I feel like my room itself is very blue and green. I like earthy colours. I would say my main overarching favourite colour is blue. Is this the last question? I don't know. Have I answered 3? I said I was going to do 3. This might have been the 3rd one or the 2nd one, I can't remember. But last one I'm going to do is dream job. I think my dream job would be to run my own business. Now, I say I think, I know this is my dream job. I would like to run my own business with the flower farm, with the flower subscription service. But I would also love to make it a bit of like a compound. So I had my big flower fields. I'd want it to be big enough that people can come and pick their own as well if they want to. I'd like to have some like big barns that I can turn into like a workshop where I could have as my office sort of day to day, but I can invite people in to do workshops with the flowers, but then also rent it out as like an event space for other people. And I would love to have another barn that is a homeware shop / cafe. I feel like that's just a mixture of everything that I would love in life to have as what I do for work. Because there's a place near us called Snake Maltings, and it's a homeware shop, and they've got a gardening shop, and they've got cafes, and they've got a restaurant, and there's a nice big walk around it, and it's just gorgeous. And I would love the same thing. I'd like a little compound of everything that I love. So I'd have flowers, I'd have event space, I'd have cafe and homeware shop in a big compoundy thing, so you can come to it for whatever you want. You can come to Flower Pick and then you can go to the cafe afterwards, or you can come for an event that someone's holding, I don't know, maybe yoga, and then go look in the homeware shop afterwards. Go home with a bunch of flowers. That's the dream. So yeah, that's me. I didn't want to do the conventional questions just because I feel like sometimes they're all a bit samey, whereas I feel like the questions I did, you've just got a weird mixture of things I like. If you enjoyed, if you have any other questions, let me know and I can do another one. But I feel like you've just got to know my weird interests and quirks now, which probably isn't a great thing, but you know it now, so there you go. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you fancy just seeing me a bit more. I will be back on Sunday with another vlog. I actually need to start it today. It's Tuesday today. I was meant to start it yesterday, but I didn't. So I'll be back tomorrow on my vlogging camera, and you'll see that at the weekend, hopefully, if my upload speed isn't too bad. So I'll see you in my next video. See you later.